Culture of continuous improvement. So there's a hint there. So what are my two biggest pet peeves? What do I focus on probably more than anything else? Anybody have an idea? My two biggest pet peeves, my two biggest focus areas. Base appearance is one. We'll talk about that in a little bit. What's the second one? It's not here. We're going to talk about it on the objectives.
Perception.
Pardon?
Perception.
Force protection. All right, force protection. All right. I spend more time on force protection than probably anything else I do. All right. I sleep well at night about most everything, even if we're struggling, with the exception of force protection. Force protection is the one area where we are in a zero failure game. All right. We can fail in other areas, and it probably is not going to cost us a life. Force protection will. All right, so I'm not going to talk about force protection here. I'll talk about it a little bit later. The other one is base appearance. So why am I so anal about base appearance? It's your storefront. What was that? Pride.
It's the human element. Control.
Yeah, human element, control it, absolutely. What else?
I always found that if the physical appearance looks good, it means the programs are good. It's like attention to detail.
It's attention to detail. It's also broken glass syndrome. All right? You provide good resources, people tend to perform well. Places look like crap, people tend to perform like crap. Absolutely. All right, so now this is one of the areas I get accused of talking out of both sides of my mouth. Well, sir, if base appearance is so important to you, are you going to give me more money to fix the base up? No, I'm not. All right, so if I'm not, what am I talking about from a base appearance perspective? People. Okay. People, that's the customer service. All right, that's the pride. From a physical perspective, what am I talking about?
It's taking care of what we already have.
Absolutely. All right? Taking care of what we already have. All right? If we all picked up one piece of trash a day, how much trash would there be? Zero. All right? Now, I come at that from a different perspective now than I did before I was a base CO. All right? Once I became a base CO and I found religion, all right, I hate trash. All right? I have picked up more trash in the last 11 years of my life than I did in the first 44. All right? It was being a base CO. All right? But it sets a tone. All right? If we all picked, you walk around with force, we could be out in the middle of town. Force cannot walk by a piece of trash. All right? I'll tell you, the cleanest part of this base is from this office to my house. And I know where all the trash cans are. All right? It starts with trash. But what else is out there? So how many of us have seen crappy looking traffic cones sitting around the base? All right? Or they're torn or they're black. Why does that happen?
They don't give it a place.
Yeah, people don't care. All right? They don't care. All right? What about the traffic cone? You guys ever seen the traffic cone sitting in the middle of a field somewhere? You wonder why it's there? And it's been there, it's now one with the earth? You know why that happens? It's because at some point the grounds maintenance contractor went out and the sprinkler head didn't retract, so he whacked off the sprinkler head, and so the next time the sprinkler came on, you had the geyser, oh man, oh my God, shut off the water, go order the part comes in, go to do the replacement, guess what? It's the wrong part. So then it just kind of falls off, never gets ordered again, the sprinkler never comes on again, the grass dies, and now the cone is there with weeds all growing through it, and it's been there for a year. I see it all the time. Attention to detail, brilliant on the basics, base appearance, all right? Pallets. Pallets, they show up and they never disappear and they're laying around. Faded signs. I love faded signs. There's only two things a faded sign can mean. What is it? What are they? One of two things a faded sign means.
Not needed.
It's not needed is one. What's the other?
Sunshine.
We don't care about it. We don't care. All right? If you can't read it, then either you don't need it or we don't care to get it fixed. All right? But it makes a difference on the appearance. All right? It's about the standards. It's about caring. All right? Connex boxes. All right? I've never found an unlocked Connex box that I won't go in. All right? And what do you think I find in Connex boxes? What do you think I found? Huh? Junk. I have found parts from World War II. I have found Christmas decorations that have not been used in 10 years. I have found empty Connex boxes. Someone's paying for that Connex box. Why do we have Connex boxes? Well, but why are they on the base? Why do we have Connex boxes on the base? What was that?
Something got delivered.
Got delivered? Yep. Or people get it because we need space. So why do we need space? Huh?
Sometimes it's we don't have enough facility.
Well, and why don't we, and generally speaking, why don't we have enough facility space?
Well, I'd say there's two reasons.
Yeah, I'm only going to listen to one though.
Well, sometimes it's a matter of not using, like she said, using what we have efficiently. You have like.
That's the one I'm going to listen to.
That's what we.
We're pack rats. We're pack rats. All right, so there's a thing called a BFR, all right, basic facility requirement, all right, that every single command gets. It says how many square feet they got to have based upon the number that people got, what their mission is, and everything else. People hoard, people don't organize, all right. I can go into pretty much any closet in this building and I'll find the same problem, all right. I can go to people's offices and find the same problem, all right. And so I need more space. So we get a Connex box, and then we fill it up, and then we move to the next one. You know, I'm fortunate enough, and you all, if you haven't, you should have, but you may not have gotten an invitation to the open house on the 30th of June. Right? I won't let you up to my bedroom. But if you stand in my bedroom and you look out the back window, there is an Enterprise rental truck that has been there since I've been here, and it's never moved. Someone's paying for that damn thing. I know who it is. It's MSC. Is paying for that thing. And every once in a while, I see someone come out with a bunch of files and put it in there. And I'm like, really? It's costing money. All right? Tenants are like molasses. They spread really easy into space that's unoccupied, but they're hard as hell to scrape up and get back in the original container. All right? But that all contributes to the base appearance. All right? Now, did I spend a little time about base appearance? Yeah, it's important. It sets a tone, all right? Sharing the lessons. That's on me. I have not gotten that put together for an enterprise perspective, but that shouldn't stop us from sharing lessons, good ideas. Every time I go to an installation, I see something that base does better than the other 69 installations. And if that's the case, why aren't we doing that across all 70 installations, especially in this resource-constrained environment? We have a responsibility to do that. Different regions do things different ways, all right, or they stumble upon something. Our program directors talk to each other. You all talk to your counterparts. Region program directors, region program managers talk to their counterparts. Installation directors, installation CEOs talk to each other. We need to be willing to share those good ideas, all right? Be proud of what we're doing and talk it up. Conversely, we also need to be receptive of them, all right? Sometimes what happens is someone says they got a better way of doing something than us. What do we tend to do sometimes?
We do, it's our damn directors to know you don't.
Yeah, we tend to do the Heisman, all right? Because we're all type A professionals. We're doing the best job we can. All right, and we're prideful of what we're doing. So what do you mean you got a better way? I'm doing it good. There are better ways out there, all right? And because people learn, and we got to be receptive to that. Last part of this, continuous improvement, is critical introspection. Two pieces of this, personal and professional. Professional first. I ask each and every one of us, all right, all 52,000 again, all right, when we're standing in front of the mirror in the bathroom in the morning, all right, doing our hair, shaving, makeup, teeth, whatever it is, look ourselves in the eye. And I ask us every morning when we look ourselves in the eye, am I doing everything within my ability and the resources I'm provided to take care of my customer to the best of my ability? And if we're not doing that, I ask us to double down on doing it. And if we're not willing to double down, I ask us to do what? Fold. We have a responsibility to our customer to do that. All right? And we have a responsibility to the Navy to do that, and the taxpayer. All right? The other side of that is the personal side. Second part of that conversation, looking in the mirror. Am I doing everything within my abilities to take care of myself mentally, morally, and physically? Am I doing everything within my abilities to take care of myself to set me up for where I want to be 5, 10, 15 years down the road or in retirement? Am I doing what I need to do to take care of my family? All right? Now that's hard. What am I talking about? I'm talking work-life balance. All right? And work-life balance is hard. All right? Again, we're all type A's. We focus on the job. Sometimes we tend to forget the family side. You know, sometimes some folks are focused more on the family side and don't do what they're supposed to be doing in the job. That is a hard, hard balance. But we have a responsibility to make sure we've got that balance right and that we're taking care of ourselves. All right, we're taking care of the customer on the professional side. We're taking care of ourselves, and I would submit more importantly, our family on the personal side. All right, so that's continuous improvement.